Okay, this video accompanies the 6-1 additional practice. It goes, I think on this one you had to do at least 2 out of the 4 practice pages. In addition, if you want partial credit, all you have to do is just copy the circled ones that I'm going to do on the video. If you want full credit, which would be the 10 out of 10, or really be like 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10, depending on the value of the sheet. So let's call it 5 out of 5. If you want 5 out of 5, you also need to do the asterisk mark problems in addition and show all your work. So let's see what we got. So find the sum of the interior angles and the measure of each interior angle for the given regular polygons. Now regular polygons, we got n minus 2 times 180 for the total number of degrees in the polygon. And if it's regular, then each angle can be found by dividing that number by the number of equal angles that are in the polygon. So there's our formula for each angle. So a 12-gon, 12 take away 2 is 10. 10 times 180 divided by 12 is going to give us the measure of the angle. And let's see, so 10 times 100, so 12 goes into 180 15 times. It's 1.5 times. And 10 times 15 is 150. So each one of those angles is going to be 150 degrees. Let's do the next one, a 90-gon. So 90 take away 2 divided by 90. And that top is going to be times 180. And that's going to give us the number of degrees. Now 90 take away 2 is 88. And 90 goes into 180 2 times. And twice 88 is going to be 176. So 176 degrees is the answer for the 90-gon. Basically do the same thing for these others using the n minus 2 times 180 divided by n formula. Okay, let's look at number 5. Here's we get the measure of the inside angle of a regular polygon. So this came out of the n minus 2 times 180 divided by n came out to be 174. So we got to figure out what would make it work out. Multiply both sides by n and then distribute on this side. So 180n take away 360 is equal to 174n. So I multiplied by n and then use distributive property. Now get n's all together and numbers on the other side. Take 174 away from both sides. We have 6 n's. Add 360 both sides equals 360. Divide by 6. N is going to be 60. So this is a 60-gon. It's going to give us the 174 degree angles. And then you can do the same for number 6 and number 8. Let's look at number 18. Given the measure of an exterior angle of a regular polygon. Now, exterior angles, one at each vertex. I just do a quadrilateral here. Let's kind of go like this with the angles. These outside angles are always going to add to 360. So for a four-sided figure, if I knew what this exterior angle was, well, 360 divided by 4, if these are all congruent, which they're not, would basically give me the measure of each one of the angles. So it's a regular one, so it'd be almost like we had a square thing going on here. And all these would be 90s. So we'd do 360 divided by 4 would give us 90 for each one. So let's see what we got. So 360 divided by n comes out to be 18. So 18 n's is 360. N must be 20. This must have been a 20-gon. You do the same thing over here. Basically, like for 45 degrees, you'd have 360 divided by n came out to be 45. find the end that makes it work out. Same thing for these others. What's the value of x? Okay, so that's up through number 12. Let's look at number 13. So for 13, what's the measure of each exterior? Number 13. So here we have a pentagon. These inside angles all need to add up to 540. So we can use that to find out what angle x is. And then these exterior angles are all going to be supplementary to the inside angles. So that's 5 is going to be a 80. 4 is also going to be an 80. Angle 3 is going to be a 62. And angle 1 is going to be a 56. And let's see what we get out of angle 1 then, or this angle 2. So altogether these have to be 540. So if we add up what we have here, 124, 224, 334, 440, 342, 442, 542. Okay, missed it on that one. Let's see. We got 124, 224, 234, 242, 342, 442. That gives us 98 for x. And if that's a 98, that means this angle 2 has to be an 82. And altogether, those should add up to be 360. So let's see, we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Carry the 1. 5, 6, 14, 20, 28, 36. They do add up to be 360. So inside angles add up to be 540. Let us find out what x. The exterior angles, one at each vertex, are going to be supplements to the inside angles. And altogether, these outside ones need to add up to 360. Okay, so you need to do number 14. They're telling you that 4x plus 15 is that angle there, and 4x minus 10 is this angle here. So basically, all of the x's and all of the numbers added up set equal to 540 will let you find out what x is, and that's all you have to do for that one. So get number 15. Why is the sum of the interior angles in a polygon always a multiple of 180? Well, one thing that we saw is, like, if I take say a pentagon, then I take a hexagon, and say a heptagon, and think about drawing triangles inside, the number of triangles is always 2 less than the number of sides. And it seems like it's always some whole number of triangles that these can be broken up into, which is why we have multiples of 180. So multiples of 180 are from the n minus 2 number of triangles formed. And then I'll leave it for you to do number 16. What they're doing on number 16 is saying that this is a regular building, and the sides came out to be 6 meters, which gives you the regular part, but the inside angle is 56 degrees, and you want to figure out how many sides it has. So it being regular, we can use n minus 2 times 180 divided by n, and they're telling us that each one of those inside degrees comes out to be about 156 degrees. So you can solve this and figure out what n is. N minus 2 times 180 divided by n came out to be 156.